All right, so let's talk about what's going on in the world right now with regards to the entertainment industry. I've talked about for a very long time that this has been a great awakening period for people to come to terms on their own with what's going on in the world. And one of the ways that's happening, and this is progressing, is in people's respective interests and in the spheres for which they operate most often with regards to their time. And so, with a lot of young people, or especially into even the millennials and even the older generation, a lot of people are still into the tabloid Hollywood entertainment type of news. And because this is where their world is, oftentimes it's kind of distant from the political scene, the social, economic sort of area for which people don't have the time, the interest to want to dig into these areas to find out the truth. And so God, what he's allowed and permitted is that people, with regards to their life situation and their current stance, whether it's as a parent, you're trying to figure out the health problems, and that's why people talk about eating organic and all of the pharmaceutical and all of that stuff, all the way down to the young generation that are into the entertainment industry. They're figuring out the truth and this idea of conspiracy through what they are closest to. And so this is what's happening. And one of the things that's blowing up this past week has been with the Diddy case. And what's interesting is that all of these clues and these hidden messages, so to speak, right, from like everybody from Jim Carrey, I think in his infamous last late night talk show, down to Justin Bieber, people talking about all these old clips with Diddy, and so many other things, Cat Williams, and all of these people that have exposed things that have been kind of brushed under the rug as being conspiracy. It's being brought back out, and people are connecting the dots, and they're also going as far as to say that, okay, these hidden videos, these people that have sat with them, these politicians and even pastors and other people, these people are being exposed as we speak. But there's another layer to all of this, which is that people that have been empathetical and wanting to go beyond the surface level, meaning that it's not just that Diddy was being prosecuted. You can see the actual federal case and the indictments and the arrest, and this being true, and then connecting it to everybody around them. What they're doing, what these young people are doing, is that they are thinking deeper, and they are going beyond just surface level interaction, and they are forced to make a choice. A good example being Justin Bieber, because people think he was young, he was influenced by Diddy, and all of those videos for which Diddy was saying, and these are all surfacing across TikTok and Instagram. It's going viral. People are picking them apart, doing commentary and giving their perspective on what it could mean. And they're dissecting this, and they're saying that you've got to be careful and discern that some people, it's being done against their will, and they were part of the blackmail scheme, and others were complicit and they were in on it. And so point is that there's a deeper level of surface level, greater than the surface level, for which people are trying to get deeper and figuring out what the actual truth is. So it's beyond now this conspiracy of, oh, that's just baloney, Pizzagate and all of the Hollywood pedophiles. Oh, that's just conspiracy. It's true. It's being brought out. And now people are trying to dig deeper. And these are young people, Gen Z, even Gen Alpha, these guys that have been so aloof in some sense. They've been so hypnotized by their favorite celebrities, and these guys, they're going out and they're saying, okay, maybe there's something else to this. And so this is a catalyst, a trigger, using this area to then formulate a more deeper critical thinking sort of mindset for other things in the world. And Q and many others have talked about that. A lot of people, 5 to 7%, 3 to 5%, whatever it was, of people will never get it. But you have to show them slowly. You have to expose it so that it is digestible to each their own and in the path that they're walking down. And so this whole week has been crazy, absolutely flooded with enthusiasts, fans and guys that have just been gung-ho about every, celebrity that they are, drooling over, and they're taking it, picking it apart, and they're being internet sleuths, detectives, citizen journalists, and to try to figure out what the deeper implication is behind all of this. And so this is going to kick off much more. I think this is going to be a huge issue with the downfall of all this evil, elite, corrupt, if you want to call it deep state, Illuminati, whatever it is, all of the stuff that these guys have been crying wolf about for a very long time, signs and symbols, demonic stuff, satanic stuff. It's going to open doors for which people can see that there is a good versus evil. There is a God, there is Satan, there is more than what people say, and they're snapping out of it in some sense. So I'm very excited for what's to come. More and more of this is going to accelerate as the rest of the year comes along, and also more things come out, right? And so this Epstein stuff, everything that has happened from years ago all the way to now, it's only progressing into more and more exposure. And people, those that are closest to it, the young folks, even the older generation, they are forced to try to discern, to reconcile, and to understand and make sense of it in their own way. And so this is a great time to be alive, because God, He's waking people up. There's a revival, and it's a trigger, a catalyst for more good things to come. And so again, it's up to you and me to respond accordingly, to talk about it, to digest it, and then to take appropriate action as we move forward. So love you guys. Be encouraged. Talk to you guys very soon.